Player Will.
Welcome back, Visions fans. Ready Player Will here. It's a great day if you're a fan of War of the Visions, and there's a lot to appreciate today. Not only do we have some amazing summon banners, we have the Final Fantasy Tactics rerun, we have a brand new fun Katana unit. Who doesn't want more Katana units, guys? Sorry, a little bit of sarcasm there. But that being said, today is an exceptionally dense patch to go through, so stay tuned with me here. There's a lot of good stuff to cover. The first thing you'll notice upon logging in is this bundle. Do not get this. I do not personally think this is a great bundle. Don't get me wrong. If you need 27 of the Rainbow Nameless Heroes memories, go ahead and do it. But most of these things are relatively easy to farm on the weekends. I would personally pass on this. But you'll also notice when you log in, I've already gone through it. They've gone live with a bunch of the 5th anniversary changes, and we did cover them briefly in the Leona, or I guess not briefly. The Leona support's like an hour and a half long. We covered them in the Leona support. One of them is the Commander update, where within the formation screen now, for all of these game modes, they've created this role of Commander that gives unique effects. They're virtually like a vision card of sorts. And right now, only MR mod is available, so Earth units and Sword Warrior units are going to have a little bit of a power creep bump in the short term. It's not enormous. It's not nothing, though. Let's also make that clear. I'll obviously try to do a video on this separately, but really interesting that they push this for us live rather than having us wait to catch up on the roadmap. Just going over a couple of the login bonuses and whatnot. The first thing here in terms of the purchase bonus for the week, you will, if you spend the 5,000 Visior, get a select 100 shard for any of the 4 Final Fantasy Tactics units. You'll also get 80 Mind Spheres for them and a slew of Rainbow Scrolls this week. For those of you that maybe need these, this is an excellent daily purchase bonus. In addition to you are guaranteed 10 times summon ticket at the end. Why not? Go for it. I do think this is a very good purchase bonus for the week. There are a slew of login bonuses to go through as well. Just a moment here. So login bonuses. Right now we have a new November login bonus. Now that the month has changed, that also reminds me, don't forget, actually, I'm going to do it right now. Before I forget, don't forget to go into your tokens and make sure you increase the item sell price up now that it's reset for the month. But getting back to the login bonuses, November login bonus, I appreciate these every single day. I love these 5 times medals just to add some of the shards to some of the units I'm slow building or those I want to reincarnate more. Obviously love to see the Visior here as well. The JP app 5th anniversary login bonus. This is Garrousa. Some of his special feature tickets for his banner in particular, the Visigenic or Antler, whatever you want to call those. Overall, this is good for those Garrousa fans that might get lucky pulling them or those that want to pull him. The Final Fantasy Tactics collab login bonus. So this is the most important because very, very important. This is one of the most frequently asked questions already. On day 3, this special summon medal is your select 120 unit medal. What that means is you'll see it in the Mog shop. This medal on day 3, you can exchange this for one of the 4 Final Fantasy Tactics units to be at level 120. There's obviously a lot of other really great login bonuses. The Visior is certainly nice. I will very briefly show you where you can find that. The exchange in the Mog shop at the moment. It's a very specific separate banner. It's this third one down right here, the FFT reissue 2024 special medals. This single medal you can on that third day exchange for any one of these at level 120. Pretty freaking awesome. I will get to the banners in just a second, but I did want to go through some of the bingo board things here too that they have for like a part 2 re-implemented some of the bingo boards here. You're not going to get any shards off of these for the 4 units, and I do have them maxed, so you are seeing what the full benefits look like, but you're going to get the Rainbow Scrolls, you're going to get the Rainbow Cubes. On the right side here, you're getting some of the UR equipment enhancements when you want to +6 certain items. You have scrolls, some very timely needed burst cores as well, particularly for these tactics units that all got limit burst upgrades as well. And these rewards are all virtually the same for the 4 of them. It's just that they change up the fragment of thought. Fragment of Thought and Awakening material. The shop here as well I want to go through just very briefly. Nothing terribly crazy here. They've not refreshed any of the special shop packs here, so there's no new pack F or any pack F or pack H or anything of the sort. They did have the special price here where they normally just give some free little goodies here. I am going to go through and purchase these live with y'all, and I will do my YOLO polls at the end here just to see what I get for some of my paid 300 tickets. The Final Fantasy Tactics shop, I would hold off on doing anything on these paid banners here. You can, before the end of all of this, get 2 units at level 120 pretty decently easy that I don't know if it's worth actually spending anything here for these select tickets, but they're here. They're pretty consistent with what you should normally be used to seeing. This unit training pack that 3K paid is for 120 unit shards. Again, I like this one relatively speaking, but I prefer to hoard my paid nowadays so I can outright purchase units. I don't know if I want to use paid viz just to accumulate some shards because there's a lot of shards to get here, guys. You don't need to rely on this to get them, but per usual, they also have the 2K paid for 80 mines or 80 shards for all of these units. You also have the newly implemented like a year or a month ago 1K paid for the 40 shards. Again, I don't think you need these, but I would obviously recommend buying out all the guild related items, which I'm going to do right now, even for those things that I already have duplicates of. And let me just finish clicking here. This is great content, I know, guys. You guys love this. Click, 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 click. Where's my select all button? Actually, that's a terrible idea. I hope they don't do select all. I can see a lot of mistakes. All right, goodbye, Gil. That's a lot of Gil. See you later. But that's 320 Final Fantasy Tactics Mind Spheres alone right here if you've already had these units. So veterans going to be very happy about this. The deluxe shop for here, they do have a select UR shard pack for 500 paid viz. It's 200 shards. Honestly, I think this is a pretty decent value. It goes up as recently as Exia, the newest unit. So if you do want to, get 10 reincarnations out of this, or maybe faster build some of these units for the 200 shards, I actually do like the value of this pack quite a lot. The rest of these are kind of consistent with what you normally see in the deluxe shop. I always bring special attention to the Mind Sphere one. This one seems like it could be a bad deal because you figure over the course of 7 days, that's 2,100 paid viz. You're getting 420 rainbow Mind Spheres. I'll be honest though, relatively speaking for value, if you're someone who reincarnates a lot, I actually really like the value of this. I will personally be buying this every single day. These rainbow mind spheres are amazing for a lot of those collab units or limited time units where you just can't get 1,600 shards of them feasibly, and so these rainbow mind spheres are excellent for that. But then again, they are just great for general purpose use as well. You can obviously use them on any character you want. The rest of these, I don't know if I love this, the standard rainbow scrolls pack and the deluxe pack. They're there. I don't recommend them, but if you need them, certainly take them. The daily free pack that they offer are more rainbow cubes and golden cubes. Again, I love these. I do reincarnate a lot, so I'm always in need of them. They also have this, not a bad one. For 500 viz, you can also get another select shard, 40 shards for any unit you want. Again, it's relatively amazing value because typically to get those 40 shards, you're looking at 2,000 viz per 40. This is much more economical for the 500. So, if you need it, I think it's good that it's there. They are also, again, special mentioning, they have the Esper Select Potion. I've mentioned this week in and week out here. The Black Skill Potion is perfect for those neutral Espers like Bahamut, Dark Bahamut, Odin, and Dark Odin. They seem to offer this every week, though, so you guys should be pretty well caught up on those Esper pots if you've been doing this every single week. Per usual, though, there's really nothing else here that stands out as unique or must-have, but always purchase the Gil-related items, so I'm going to do that as well and watch my Gil slowly drain away. Just a quick second here. Appreciate y'all's patience, so I'll do this later. Batch purchase, we're going to get through the rest of this. There's not a ton else to cover. We're getting toward the end. The Garrousa Banner. Yeah, we got a new unit this week, too, and so you are going to be able to get his shards here as well, which definitely do for the Gil. I'm sorry, I actually need to uncheck that filter. That's why that's showing up. Sorry, batch purchase. There we go. The Garrousa shop here, you can buy him outright for 12K paid. I'll be honest, not the time or place to do this. He's an amazing unit, but we got a lot of good stuff. Probably not the best use of your paid viz, but it's all the regular other stuff here in terms of the 10 pull. I am going to do this one. This is what I consider the YOLO pull, where I can spend 300 paid for an off chance to get him. Same thing for his summon ticket. I'm going to do this, hopefully have some cool content and get them on stream. The rest of these banners here on the left are all leftovers from Halloween and from the new vision card for Exia, so not much to go over there. In terms of the Farplane stuff, you will see that they've unlocked Midlight's Deep. This is a recurring event that you can get the sword for Agrias from. I'm not going to go too in-depth on that now, a pun not intended, but it is there if you want to go through that for the first time. In terms of the other events, they do have other Final Fantasy Tactics related events here for their weapons, the X quests. I don't think any of these are really terribly noteworthy to go through and discuss. These are where you get the recipes for the Sortilege and for the Nagnarok weapons, where you absolutely want to just get as many recipes as you can, because these two items are potentially best in slot items for these Final Fantasy Tactics units. So make sure you get at least a couple different ways to make multiples of them, so that you can either A, put them on multiple Final Fantasy Tactics units in the same team at the same time, or just being able to have different alternative builds of a couple of them, which brings us now just a real quick reminder to the Chocobo Expeditions. You do have the Orbon Monastery to potentially explore. Again, this is where you get the Tactics Shards. Also recommend swapping to this if you are going for those extra shards. In the summon section here, this is where things get a little bit dicey, and so I do highly recommend using the filter function here on the right to go through as I talk through each of them. But first and foremost, the most amazing one here is, where are you? The 3 select level 120 URs guaranteed. This is literally what it sounds like. You get to pick any 3 units up to, oh my goodness, was it Sodali? No, up to Ramada. You get them Instamaxed level 120 for free. When you do that, all the shards you had outstanding for them will get converted to Mind Spheres. So not all is lost if you have been slowly saving for them. At least that's my understanding based on what I've been reading in the Discord. I am going to do this live right now, and there's a very important thing to keep in mind, that when you do this, there's not a lot of menu clicks here. Do not accidentally click one of these twice in a row. It happens fast. So you click one unit, it'll go to the next screen. Click your other unit, next screen. I've seen horror stories already of people clicking it, not thinking it went through, and accidentally clicking 3 of the same unit. That would be a terrible waste of the opportunity on this banner. And so me personally, again, I kind of did this with JB on the Leona support, that what are our favorite units to potentially pull here on the banner? I mean, me personally, if I were ranking them in terms of, my favorites, you may have some of these already, you may not. I absolutely would target Ice Gilgamesh first. Where are you, buddy? He's right here in front of me. Ice Gilgamesh is definitely my priority number 1. I do think Lucille is a very strong priority number 2. I do think Shreka is the other strong priority number 3. If you do not have any of the 3 of those, absolutely get them now. I think Ramada is the next tier of excellent potential units, but particularly because Exia and even Nickel upcoming here will see a little bit of a water resurgence. You're going to want to make sure you have a lightning unit to be able to compete with them. I do think Lotus Mage Fina is also a very compelling second choice. I think Lucille fits with a wider variety of teams, but Lotus Mage Fina is absolutely awesome. Unfortunately, a lot of these other units that are like Warriors of the Crystal or the Ashen King Mont, those kind of units, they are not available on this. Neither are any of the limited units like Summer Resnick. And so obviously once you get back to Gilgamesh, you start getting back into the older power creep of the game, which these units, I would pull them if you need the TMRs, if you're kind of already a process of elimination, but certainly go to your local Discord or subreddit to ask if you have any questions about what you think you should be pulling. And there is a nice handy filter function up here that you can filter for the different kinds of units. I'm personally going to filter on the Not Held. I love this banner because these are 2 units that I've been wanting to off banner pull, and now I get them for 120. And so I'm going to go ahead and get both of them. And so my third unit is actually going to be just converted to 40 shards because I have every other unit in the game. So I'm going to pick Lotus Mage Fina. You'll see I have the confirm for slot 1. This is where you don't want to pick her again. You've already locked her in for slot 1. They've also sorted this by cost, so that's why you'll notice that Lilith, although it's a newer unit, is slightly lower. That's because she's a 70 cost unit. So that is my pick number 2. My pick number 3, I think I'm honestly going to go for Ramada here just for the reincarnations that I have her pretty high. I want to get her even higher. We're going to go for all three this year, convert those. This is such a good banner. It's amazing for accounts that want to reroll. It's amazing for you, people that are coming in for the first time that want to get caught up quickly. It's amazing, not only just because the units are still very relevant on here, but I think Gumi did right because there's oh, I love this. This is so good. There's still more that it takes to team building than just the units themselves. So I think this is a really nice way to give people units to play them rather quickly. Let's go for the next one here. Hopefully this is Lilith. Yeah, love to see it. Don't get to see many of these intro screens. God, I wish this unit was 100 cost. I love Lilith so much. And then finally Ramada, who honorable mention, people are sleeping on her. She's still exceptionally strong. No one's really gearing for any kind of pierce resistance. There's obviously a lot of earth, so that hurts her, but there's also a lot of water, which does help her. So, Held Lilith, I'll take the shards. Thank you so much. Or the Mind Spheres, I guess, yeah, there we go. So, that is the 120 banner. You're also getting the 10. You are guaranteed one time only. This is an amazing other banner. This, to me, if you're saying, Will, you have everything in the game now, what are you hoping for? I don't have the Lilith Vision card. That's one of the ones that I passed on. So if I get the Lilith Vision card here too, that would be an exceptionally strong way to start the day. Nope, King Mont, okay. But I do see some Rainbow Vision cards here that, oh my god, are you kidding me? All right, well, I got White Lotus Fina here anyway. Honestly, it wouldn't have mattered regardless, but that's too funny. Okay. The other Vision card here, Trousseau, good old classic one. Here's Eldyra, hello, lovely. Ketone, okay. And the final one, is it the Lilith Vision card? It's Carbuncle, okay. Well, that was going to be a very minute chance of me getting that anyway. I'm glad this reminded me, though, we actually also have something very interesting implemented in the game. Some of the quality of life upgrades are put in. I'm going to pause here for a moment to segue. I'll do it after. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. But the long story short is the Holo Vision cards are now in the Star Metal Exchange. But now I think this is going to go for a month into December. This is also a daily free 10 pull. I love these. They do these every anniversary. To me, the pool of units and vision cards is so large now. I love just being able to maybe randomly get lucky here. That's the whole point of these. I think it's generous without being broken. You're also getting once a day a free 10-time summon, and you're getting 20 unit shards for any of the 4 tactics units. So again, we talk about tactics shards and how easy it is to max them at this point. This is another big part of it, that make sure you do this every single day so you can get those 20 tactics shards. There's they are right there. I'm very intrigued that I got another Rainbow Vision card here at the end. I'm having some good luck today, I guess. So we'll see what this converts into. Lilith Vision card? Lilith? Nah. Okay. So, honorable mention, do not forget to do this. That is a significant source of shards for the Final Fantasy Tactics units, which then brings us to the actual real, new limited banners, if you will. So one of them is Garrousa here, and this is a pretty stereotypical banner where you can either, full bar Pitium at 20 pulls, or don't do that. Recommended, go for the 4-step instead. If you decide to go for this unit, do this twice. If you don't get them by then you can transition to this to finish off getting the medals that you can then exchange in the Mog Shop. But I am going to do the YOLO pulls here, and we'll see. We'll see if the luck continues. Anything's possible here on these tickets. I have gotten lucky on these in the past. I don't have high hopes for Garrousa for the long term. For the short term, I think he's going to be very good, but I think that when Ice Jaden comes, he's going to be dead in the water. And so let's see what this 10 pull does. With any luck, that gold at the very end will convert to a rainbow. That's always the hope. Any luck? Any luck? Nope, no luck. Hello, Elshra. Okay, so that's my Garrousa YOLO pull for the day. I'll take it, no big deal. But we can actually talk through the rest of the banners, notably the Final Fantasy Tactics ones, which these kind of confusing to look at first glance because there's obviously a lot here. This is just a regular old summon banner for them. that I would hold on doing this personally. I don't know if Ramza or Delita are worth the viz quite yet. I think TG Sid and Agrias certainly are, but or Agrias, but you can get either one of them with that third day medal. But you can get an increased chance to drop your selected unit. You can pick one of the four here. I'm not saying don't do this, but I would probably hold off on doing this immediately. You also have the select vision card summon. I am of the opinion that if you do not have the Ramza card, I still think this is worth pulling. It's debatable just because it's still what kind of viz is it worth to pull it, but I would not use it on this banner. I think these top two banners you should hold off on because there are better banners down below. Now, one of them is a good old-fashioned step-up banner here. This is a 9-step banner to guarantee the unit of your choice. I personally prefer this banner to the aforementioned one here up above, and obviously a lot of reasons. One of them is just all of the mind spheres and shards you accumulate along the way, in addition to the still guarantee at 18k viz. That's as economical as you're going to get. You could theoretically go for this other paid banner here, though, and this is 6k paid to guarantee any one of these four units. If you haven't purchased the Pack H yet, which is the half-off bundle that gives you 6,000 Visior paid, honestly a good week to do it, not only because you will be able to select any one of these units and get them at level 120 max, but don't forget the purchase bonus here is also the mind spheres and some additional shards to purchase, so you can kind of get a nice 2-for-1 there if you use your Pack H to summon on this banner. The other one here is the 80 mind spheres and 5 URs guaranteed for the 2k paid. This one's usually a good value, but I think they've been so generous with the shards for the Tactics collab that I don't think this is nearly as necessary as some of the other collabs, so I'm personally passing on this when I normally would pull on this for a collaboration. I think you don't have to hear them, but this is where I wanted to bring special attention here to the vision card select. I think this one is also likely better for singling in which vision card you want. The Ramza vision card preferably. Obviously the deleted one is actually free upon logging in. The red Chocobo is not worth getting at all either. We kind of did a little breakdown on that on the Leona support, but this is the banner if you're going for the Ramza vision card that I would personally pull on. I know it's slightly more expensive technically to get there. You could get lucky here, but this is a gacha game. You don't want to rely on getting lucky if you can help it. And this one's not bad. It's the 1k paid, but I think this one's slightly misleading. I don't actually believe that the vision card is guaranteed. Only thought that a UR is guaranteed, and you have an increased chance of it being this card that you select. So this one's slightly misleading that it's not exactly getting the card you want. It's just the increased chance to get it. So, I mean, it's debatable how you want to. If you want to gamble here, sure, you can do that too, but I do think the 5-step is the most obviously reliable of them. And I think that's basically it for the banners for the tactics units. Again, there's a couple things to sift through here, but realistically, I mean, it's really account specific and what your goals are for the units. Do you want all 4 of them? Do you just want 2 of them? Do you want 1 of them and max reincarnate them? So any one of those decisions is going to have a different decision tree of what you should end up doing. And again, I highly recommend going to any one of your guild discords or the general or the visions discord or even the subreddit. They have a daily questions thread, or you can make your own thread. That subreddit could use some extra activity. That definitely get some feedback if you are unsure. I think that's everything. I know this is a very long patch update, but there's a lot of stuff here. It's a very exciting time. This is probably one of the best patch updates they've done in I can ever remember, quite frankly. It's up there. It's definitely top 3. That select 3 level 120 banner is just egregiously good for a variety of reasons. A lot of people are very happy with that. You should be too. And this week of all weeks, Gumi deserves your money if you are on the fence of opening your wallet. They did really well here, not only with their actions as of late with the Justin and Friends live stream that I was on, and also the Halloween Alliance announcement that I was also on. No bias there, I promise. But they have been making a legitimate effort, Square has, to get back in touch with the community. Gumi obviously doing great with these banners and what they're doing with the generosity of the free selects. Even the paid banners are still very economical for those that put any kind of dolphin amount of money into the game. So 2 thumbs up for all that they've done. Show your appreciation if you can. And if you aren't convinced already just how good this is, Orange J decided to make a video coming back to participate in this. So it's that good that it even brought him back out of retirement for it. So that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching per usual, and good luck pulling. I'll talk to y'all later.